The craziest thing about leaving episode 13 of The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic is not only how much I want to see a season 2, because there's been plenty of Isekai I didn't really think much of walking into it and was pleasantly surprised, but it's how much I look at a lot of what this show did and I'm actually like, oh, if more Isekai fantasy-like anime did what this show did, I would probably be even more Isekai trash than I already am. Because whether it's something like The King being one of the most respectable kings I've seen in these types of shows, everyone pretty much agreed with the statement I made when I first started this. I expected this king to be so much worse. And every step of the way, the limited screen time they gave this fool made me say, God damn, I know we don't vote for kings, but like shit, I'd vote for that king if I had the ability to. Like, he is just, you want to see him lead his kingdom. The idea of how they twist a lot of these, it's not like they really go outside the box in the way that's like, oh, we're deconstructing these tropes and cliches. Rather, they almost like take them, they leave them in the box, they add this seasoning of comedy and badassery, shake it up, and it just becomes so flavorful, so delicious that you're like, I don't care if it's still technically tropes and cliches. It has such a unique style that I just roll with it. And the way they leave you off with this wonderful 13 episode season, I really want a season 2. The whole idea of journeying to the Beastkin Kingdom, the idea of this oracle needing to save her mother, the fact that the king literally rewarded someone who is the entire reason 2 of the 3 heroes are actually alive right now. Technically, Usato's not a hero, but I mean, I'm bumping him up to hero status given what he did, so you have to understand. But it's just like, everything about this, and how like, it takes enough detours of where I thought it was going. I thought our little demon was running off to talk to the demons that she used to work for. Instead, she was trying to initially sneak aboard to help our boy. This show, what started off as having one of the most generic titles I thought possible, has turned into something that I am fully convinced will be one of my top picks of my favorite isekai of 2024. Now, obviously, if you include sequels and carryovers and stuff that's already been around, maybe the list might look a little different, but I think if I'm looking at brand new stuff, I never thought I'd say it about a show called The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, but goddamn, I think this will be one of my favorite isekais of this year, which I never thought I'd say, just based on usually these types of shows aren't my cup of tea. I have full live reactions to all these wonderful episodes though over on my Patreon. If you want to see my full uncut thoughts to this latest episode or any of these wonderful episodes, they're over there if you're interested. Just overall, it just kind of reminds you why you kind of wish more shows got 13 episode seasons if they are only going to be a one core, because that extra episode gave the proper time to just chill, to get caught up to all the little plot points and allow this show to go out on a bang. But most importantly, a lot of the slower pacing moments earlier into the season actually let a lot more characterization and slice of life like moments. And it just, in general, this felt like a really well-paced season. Obviously, some people are like, oh, whoa, did we need to see a flashback of Rose's stuff if we already know? I've already explained why, yes, we did, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But in general, you know how much I liked the structure of this show. And I also really appreciate the fact that they put the flashback before the big battle of what was going to happen, even though apparently in the source material that flashback with Rose would happen afterwards. Just in general, this show left me impressed. And there's a lot of really good points that leave me very excited about where a season 2 would go. The biggest one is the journey to the Beastkin Kingdom. So the mother, which apparently wasn't in this area, so we need a healer who not only she sees a future, a vision that would say, oh, this person will actually save. We can't use Rose. Rose shoots her down and probably kicks her in the ass, which seems about right. And the 2 nicest healers who work at that medical clinic, they don't have fighting skills to get them to safety. So he was the only option. And the whole idea that you have this like situation where imagine being blessed with this future sight, right? And you see like you don't even need to have conversations with people. He walks through the door and already knows the answer. But the idea that she just needs this help, she wants to protect her mom, but we already know shit's gonna get wild. It's gonna get crazy on the road. We got a good squad helping us. But in general, season 2, this journey is going to be really fun because what they've done is they have Rose pretty much training a mini Usato who doesn't have healing magic, mind you, but is a demon. So she's going to be doing her thing and everyone else is going to be going on this mission. And the interesting part about where we're about to open this story up is the political side outside this kingdom, because we can trust this kingdom. This kingdom that we're a part of is the holy grail if you get isekai. They are just The king literally wanted to protect our boy from this abusive healing magic maniac as soon as he got summoned accidentally, like, bro, you can go live your life out on a farm. I apologize for what's about to happen. That's not going to be universal. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things. Well, the Beastkin stuff might go over smoothly. Now we're starting to get into territories where other political landscapes are going to interlink with ours, and in doing so, not everything's going to be peaceful, and people may not treat us as well as this kingdom has. You add in a character who really doesn't seem to have loyalty to her people, but she is arguably and understandably scared shitless at the abuse that she's suffering, and she's a wild card because there is still a lot of uncertainty of what will happen. Eventually demons might try to make contact with her, and will she feed them fake information? Will she play both sides? In general, it feels like she has a complete devoted loyalty to someone like Usato. Probably helps that she has a mad crush on him, but still, there's a lot of interesting things at play, and this is a good episode that's like, if they never gave you more, are you going to feel blue balls like, oh my god, this was the worst stopping point? Absolutely not. This is a really solid stopping point that, should we not get more, you see the general path and you believe in the general path. Like, there's not really a worrying cliffhanger. It's like everything is kind of working out, but they set up so much that it feels like at minimum we should see at least 12 more episodes, because this is one of those shows that just really, it sets up a lot more and it doesn't feel like it's trying to rush to big events. Like, it lets things cook and simmer at the appropriate pacing, and this was a damn good show. I will die on the hill that this was this is like a solid 8 out of 10 Isekai. I absolutely loved it. The production, the look of the world, the characters, the comedy. The fact that one of the characters is such isekai trash that you just assume everything is these romance plot flags and you're just getting blue balls at every which way is hilarious. The fact that a demon can look at two humans fighting and beating the shit out of each other and say they ain't human is funny. The show knew how to be funny, it knew how to be worrying, and it knew how to just be peaceful, and all those different relationships, plot points, character interactions, I felt like they meant something. I legitimately will miss watching this on Fridays. I thought it was a treat. It was a very fun surprise. I just really enjoyed it. I really did. And, I think we will see a season 2. Hell, by the time this video comes up, we might even get a confirmation. Probably not, because usually if they do, it's as soon as the episode finishes airing in Japan. But, like, whether we do or don't, my opinion remains the same. I could leave this being just what we got and be very satisfied. But there is so much potential that they're teasing, and I can only begin to imagine all the extra potential I can't even see right now, because we haven't really explored outside this kingdom much as of yet. And once we do, that's where the plot's really going to get going. So let me know what you thought, though, down below of this latest episode or any of these episodes. What did you think, and do you want to see a season 2? Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course, ring that bell so you get notified when I upload more. And like I mentioned, we have a full live reaction over on my Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. So today we got Selkie, Pixcalibur, Sign, and Ashlis. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care and have a good one.